What am I gonna say? Will, what am I gonna say? What do you think I will say? It's okay to be wrong. I just want you to give it a try. I can't hear what you're saying. You'll have to turn the volume up.
It's too complicated word.
Why would I say that? Why do you think? If I weren't even looking, right? What would I say? Okay, I'm gonna try to help you. Fingerboard or not fingerboard, it has to do with what?
Fingerboard?
No, not the fingerboard. Why would I tell you about the fingerboard? Is it about the way it looks or the way it sounds? So music is all about sound. And if you played over the fingerboard and you had the most beautiful sound, guess what I would say? Say, good job, Will. Play over that fingerboard. Good job. But I can't tell you that because that's not how it works. So your sound is a little bit weak. And you've known me for a while. I like big, strong, beautiful sound. Do you want to give it another try? What? So, it's better. It's not good enough. Okay. Be my teacher. I'm placing the bow in the right place, right? Will, am I placing the bow in the right place?
Yeah.
Turn the volume up. Yes. If you're wrong, I'll tell you. Don't worry about it. So, yes. So what's gonna happen next, do you think? Look at my bow. Where is it gonna go?
Closer to the fingerboard.
Why?
It's leaning towards it.
It's because of the bow angle, right? If you look this way, once I draw the bow down, that's it. Game over. So this is what I want you to do. We're gonna do a slow scale with breaks in between. And I want you to use this part of the bow and stop after each note and look if your bow is in the right place. Where's the bow gonna go? Let's ask your dad. You can see the angle.
Back now.
Come on, play. Oh! So which way? You have to push it out. Like, look, Will, you're doing this. I want you to aim violin up. Turn to me so I can see you. Turn. To me, face me. There you go. But I want you to keep your body straight. Don't face me this way. Have your body straight. Wider feet. Base of support, very important. There you go. Good. Now G string. Now I want you to have an imaginary target. Right here. Not here. Right here. So I want you to hit my finger with your bow. Go. Do good. Good. down, but on the way up, this way. Oh, nice sound, huh? Oh! Oh! So, when you go down, it's this way. When you go up, it's this way. Down, up. Down, not down, up. Not like this. Excuse me? Oh, so if your bow just keeps going like this, that means what? That means the angle of the bow is not parallel to the bridge. Look, well, it's very easy to see if you're not playing. It's very hard to see if you're playing. So if the bow is even a little bit this way, so it constantly feels like fighting. Like the bow will just not go straight. Instead of finding it, find the turn in which the bow plays itself. You don't have to work it hard, but don't fight it. Where you use the tuner on? Do you use it on a? Do you have a separate tuner, or is it an app? Does he have an app? Is it on the phone? So I need him to try to practice either in front of the mirror, so he can see once in a while, like for 5 minutes, or if when you're at home and he's practicing, if you can film him and then show him the video so he can see if his bow is going straight, I think it's gonna help. Because it's actually really difficult to see when you're playing if the bow is straight because of the vintage point. It goes like this and the angles, like it's impossible to tell. And it's okay. So basically it's a very, very important thing, okay? So your playing is gonna be much better. So we're doing this minuet. You know it from memory, right? Good. So here's what I want you to do. Keeping your eyes on the money, which is right here, and making sure everything is super straight. Good, stop. Now do it faster, because it was great. Very good. Second part? No, that's the same part, after the repeat sign. Give me a second. It sounded a little bit like a meow. Hear the difference? It's not about the left hand, it's about the bow. Make sure that on the way up, you don't press. Oh! One, two, three. Two, three. Excellent. Very, very nice job. The only thing that's missing is you playing with the recording. Because there are a few things that you just have to play with the recording and listen to it in order to do it right. And it will take me too long to explain, and it's going to be a waste of time. Because better than me telling you 10 times, you should just listen to it and play, yeah? So next time I want to hear it one last time, and I want to make sure that you can play this really well, okay? Right, minuet number 2. All right, you know what it's great? Rhythm is great. What's great is your fingers are great. Now be my teacher.
The bow's too little.
Obviously, that sounded like a question. He wasn't even sure. Mr. Eugene, play louder. What does the f mean?
Loud.
Yes. What's the Italian word for it?
But what does it stand for?
Forte.
Yeah, there's this wonderful glossary over here. For next time I want you to go over it, I'm gonna quiz you. I'm not kidding. So, how do you make forte?
Big bow.
Big bow. You're like mezzo forte, which means what?
Medium loud.
Yes! So, you're on the right track. Just open up your arm, lean into the string. Don't be so light. Ta 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 ta. Now, when you play, you have to make sure when you use more bow, your string crossings don't become like this. So you have to move the bow horizontally, but not vertically. Your bow moves like this. So, I want you to do it on open string for me. So, D, A. Yes, and then D, A, E, E. Will? You're doing. I'm doing. Look at my arm. Which part of my arm works? Where is the motion coming from, mostly? My elbow, not my shoulder. This is sloppy. No. Yeah, so 1 D, 2 A's, 1 E. So, when you're on D, you're supposed to hold the bow really close to A string. So when you're playing on D string, in that case, turn a little bit. Thank you. So, sorry for that bow direction, it's uncomfortable. But I can put my bow on D string, and I can be right on top of this string. I can be closer to G string, or I can be closer to... Okay, and when I get to E string, I can play like this, or I can play like this. So when the strings are close to each other and you have to go from one string to the other, you have to make sure that your bow just is very close to all of them. So it's not really... So let me show you what I mean. So this is proper string crossing. Let me see. You see it's precise? Now I'm gonna do something different. See how different it looks? Did you see how much more wobble I had in my arm? Again. Versus this. That was beautiful, but so soft. That's better. When you go on E string, make sure your bow doesn't go. Look. And then DD. Up, up. Beautiful. Whoa. Will, how much bow do you think you were using? Huh, I wish. It's on the video. I think you were using maximum 2 inches. Right? Something like that? I would love for you to use a quarter. That would be great. You know, the first one was wonderful. Well, that's enough. So, when you start, your elbow is here, like this. So when you start, your arm will not move. The rule of thumb is that the elbow should be on the level of the string. Then your arm can go straight. If your arm is like a chicken wing, then it wants to move this way, and not this way. Okay? So check your elbow level when you start. It should be the same as the string, right? And then it works wonderfully. If you start like this, yeah, so your elbow, there you go. What do you think?
Good.
Did it feel different? Did it feel better? So we're gonna write it in the music. Elbow. I think now you know how it's supposed to sound. Yeah. What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? Well, you don't know? I think I'm gonna say more bow. Remember quarter of the bow? I think you're going back to using little bow. So what I would do, okay, just play a little slower so you have time to open up your arm. Ready? 1, 2, go. Big bow. 2, 3. Big to the tip. So in minuet, you have to go to the tip, not to the frog. So there you should start your 8th notes. In the middle of the bow, maybe a little lower, just a little lower, right there. So this is for the beginning of the song. Okay? Now, open up your arm towards the top of the bow. So I don't want you to go here. I want you to go here. And then on the quarter, shoot out the bow to the tip. So by the time you come back, you're here again. Do you play video games? Not at all? He doesn't play at all?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, okay. You know those video games when it's really hard to pass the stage and you have to just do the right thing at the right time, and if you don't get it right, then you're not going to pass the stage? That's what you have to do here. So this is your beginning point. Tip. So you're again ready for the 8th note. Tip. No. How much bow do you have left at the end? You have quite a bit. If you look at your bow, you have a quarter left. 2, 3. Too low in a bow. You see? You failed the stage. Start from the last saved point, which is this. Pass. Big bows. And make sure your string crossings are small. Small string crossings, but big bows. Elbow. Tip. Tip of the bow. Elbow. Elbow. So, try to think about two things at the same time. Elbow and to the tip of the bow. Two things. Here it sounds like you're falling asleep, where you... Active fingers, look at my fingers. That's it. So if you drop your fingers slow, there you go. Yes, that's it. So this is what you have to do with